So what will it take to avoid a very damaging government shutdown by the end of this week? Well, Democrats now have their demands, and it centers on restraining ICE. Chuck Schumer, the Senate Democratic leader, wants an end to roving patrols. He also wants to limit how warrants are being used. He says ICE agents should no longer be allowed to wear masks, and he says they should be required to wear body cameras. Is that a red line for you, or are you willing to compromise off that list?
Look, our number one goal, these are three policy areas we think must be done. What we want to do is negotiate with the Republicans and come up with a proposal that, again, reins in ICE and ends the violence.
And Democrats are united, including those who broke with their party during the 43-day government shutdown that happened last fall.
If Trump said we're going to do this at an executive level, just executive action, would that be enough for you?
No, because I don't trust this administration and their executive actions to hold true to their word.
But many top Republicans are rejecting the Democratic demands, saying it'd be an uphill climb to get this into law.
Would you support changes on ICE specifically in this bill to avoid a shutdown?
No, not in this bill. We can't pass it through the House in order to avoid the shutdown. But I think shutdowns are irresponsible. I would have thought Democrats had learned their lesson after the last one.
And the impacts of a shutdown could be devastating. Not only would it impact the Homeland Security Department, but also the Defense Department, Health and Human Services Department, Labor Department, Housing and Urban Development, and so many programs for key agencies across the country, not to mention thousands of federal employees who would be furloughed and would miss paychecks, which is why there are real fears about the impacts of a second shutdown of President Trump's second term.
No, we don't want a shutdown. It will be terrible. I mean, listen, a shutdown, if there's a shutdown that affects these 6 bills, we're talking about 80% of the government will shut down if none of these bills are passed. I mean, that's a lot of services to a lot of people.